Fellas, welcome back to Fellas Fridays. I need you to like, share, and comment, and follow and subscribe. And head on over to ScootyShades.com and use promo code ScootGang for 15% off all orders. And we do have some half-off sales running on there as well. Save yourself some extra money. Live from the heart of downtown West Palm Beach from Stars International Studios. This is Fellas Fridays, episode 32. She punishes you for leaving. Fellas, welcome back to Fellas Fridays. You already know what this is. No sugarcoating, no excuses, just truth and pressure. Today we're talking about something most men are never warned about. What happens after you leave? Because for a lot of men, the relationship ending is not the hard part. The hard part is what comes next. When she realizes she no longer has access to you. When she no longer has control. When she no longer has influence over your emotions. She doesn't always let go peacefully. Sometimes she tries to punish you for leaving. So let's talk about it. When you leave a relationship, you take something very powerful with you. Control, access, validation. And for some women, losing that feels like rejection of their identity, not just a relationship. So instead of processing the breakup with maturity, they turn to retaliation. Not because they loved you deeply, but because they lost leverage. This is where most men get confused. You think leaving will bring you peace. You think stepping away will calm things down. You think choosing yourself will be respected. But instead, all you get is anger, bitterness, sudden hostility, smear campaigns, talking shit about you everywhere she goes, along with passive-aggressive behavior. And you sit there wondering, why is she acting like this if she supposedly doesn't care anymore? Here's the truth. She's not reacting to losing you. She's reacting to losing power over you. A woman who truly loved you might be hurt. She might be sad. She might even need some space. It's possible. But a woman who feels entitled, she becomes vindictive. She rewrites the story. She paints you as the villain. She tells half-truths to mutual friends. And she suddenly remembers every mistake you've ever made. Not because she wants healing, only because she wants to control the narrative. This is why silence bothers her more than arguments. When you stop responding, when you stop explaining, when you stop defending yourself, and finally, when you stop reacting. She loses the ability to pull emotional strings. And that's when the punishment starts. Some women, they punish through words. They spread lies. They tell stories. They twist events. They portray themselves as the victim. Liberal. Some punish through behavior. Sudden disrespect. Coldness. Blocking, then unblocking. Mind you, this is a 25 to 30-year-old woman acting like a child. They start posting nonsense on social media trying to gauge a reaction out of you. And then some of them punish through guilt. They try to remind you of everything they did for you or act like they did. They imply you abandoned them. And they try to frame your self-respect as cruelty. But all of it comes from the same place. Loss of control. And here's where most men mess up. They try to explain themselves. They think if they just communicate better, if they just try to clarify a little bit better, and if they just stay calm, it'll all stop. I hate to break it to you though, fellas. It won't. Because this behavior is not about misunderstanding. It's only about dominance. Your reaction feeds it. Your explanation validates it. And your defense only prolongs it. The strongest move you can make is consistency. Being calm, firm, and detached. No emotional swings. No long explanations. No defending yourself to people who already decided their version of who you are. You do not owe a performance to anyone after you leave the relationship. Here's something I think you need to understand deeply. When a woman tries to punish you for leaving, she's only proving to you why you had to leave. Healthy people don't seek revenge. Secure people don't spread smear campaigns. And mature people do not retaliate. They heal. They fix their traumas, or at least they try to. But you're lucky because this phase of retribution doesn't last forever. Vindictive behavior burns itself out when there's nothing left to react to. No access, no emotion, no engagement, just distance and silence. And fellas, silence isn't weakness. Silence is boundaries and action, and you need to set them. Take yourself a reflection moment. And as always, ask yourself honestly, because only you can answer these questions. Is she hurting because she loved you or because she lost control of you? Is her anger about the relationship ending, or is it about the power dynamic changing? Only your answer will bring you clarity. And here's the lesson of the week, fellas. Leaving doesn't make you cruel, no matter how bad or sorry you feel for her. Choosing yourself doesn't make you selfish. You need to care about yourself. You get one life to live. And setting boundaries doesn't make you a villain. Sometimes people just like to punish you. Not because you hurt them, but because you stopped letting them hurt you. If she tries to punish you for leaving, let that be the only confirmation you ever need. You did the right thing. You didn't escape love. You escaped control. Fellas, not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves an explanation. And not everyone deserves closure. Some people only deserve distance. That's it for this week, fellas. But before we get up on out of here, I need to remind you to head on over to ScootyShades.com and use promo code ScootGang for 15% off all orders. And you can add that on to some of the 50% off sales we got going on feature pairs. as well as head on over to every single streaming platform, I don't care which one you use, and stream my brand new album, The Scooty LP. Welcome to the Scoot Gang in 2026. Stand up. Scooty!